Okay, so yun. Before starting your actual internship sa mga tri-bureau, we'll discuss first the different documents that you need to when applying for a job. And those are your resume or your curriculum vitae and a cover letter. So usually hindi to nadidiscuss sa ibang subjects. Actually wala talaga ata kasama ito. But for internship this semester, discuss natin para may background kayo, para pag nag-a-apply na kayo, alam nyo kung ano-ano ang mga to. Alam nyo kung ano yung components niya, alam nyo yung actual na ilalagay ninyo, yung phrasing ng mga sentences ninyo, magiging maganda siya. Okay. So, you might have heard of resume and curriculum vitae. Madalas, or may mga pagkakataon na pagpapalit sila or ginagawa silang synonymous. But, they are actually different. Okay, magkaiba sila. So, your resume or CV, curriculum vitae, and cover letter are often the first impression that a company gets of you, which makes them daunting for new graduates. You have to know how to make your achievements shine. Siyempre, di ba? Katulad nung mga nabanggit namin nung interview, parang binibenta nyo yung sarili ninyo. Kino-convince nyo yung employer na kayo ang tanggapin para doon sa job or doon sa position na ina-applyan nyo, na kayo ang best fit para doon sa trabahong yon. So, one way of showing that to your employer is through your resume or curriculum vitae and your cover letter. So, resume muna. A resume is a short, straight-to-the-point document created for the purpose of applying to a specific job. Unlike the curriculum vitae, you should try to keep a resume as short as possible. In 99% of the cases, you'd want to keep your resume to 1 page max. Ibig sabihin, kapag resume ang gamit mo o resume ang pinasa mo, 1 page lang siya. Ano lang ang laman nun? Yung mga pinakamahalagang detalye lang sa career mo. Yung past experiences mo, yung educational attainment mo. Ibig sabihin, hindi lahat ng mga napanalunan mo o hindi lahat ng trabaho na nagkaroon ka ay isasama mo sa resume. Kasi nga, ang ilalagay mo lang ay yung mga related doon sa ina-applyan mo. Okay. If you have 15 plus years of experience or really believe that the extra information you can mention can add value to your application, you can make it 2 pages tops. Sobrang, kumbaga, sagad na yon yung 2 pages na yon. Okay? But again, most of the time, 1 page lang ang ating resume. So in a resume, you only mention the aspects of your work experience and skills that are relevant to the job you are applying for. For example, nag-apply ka bilang, doktor. Kunwari lang, nag-apply ka bilang doktor. Huwag mo nang isasama doon yung mga nagtrabaho ka sa Jollibee, nung nag-service crew ka doon, trabaho ka sa Chowking. Although hindi naman natin sinasabing walang contribution yon sa pag-uugali mo, sa skills na meron ka nung pagkakataon na yun. Pero ang resume, again, is straightforward. Direkta lang siya. Kung ano lang yung kailangan doon sa trabaho, yung mga related lang sa trabaho. For example, nag-internship ka sa JBL, nag-internship ka sa Angeles University Foundation Medical Center, yun lang yung ilagay mo sa resume mo kung nag-a-apply ka ng doktor. Pero yun nga, yung nag-service crew ka sa Jollibee, sa Chowking, no need to include it in your work experience. Okay? A good resume highlights specific contributions you have made in your previous work and showcases how your different skills can be useful for the position you are applying to. Ilalagay mo rin or i-highlight mo rin lahat ng mga katangian na tingin mo ay makatutulong doon sa trabaho na ina-applyan mo. Okay. O for example, nag-a-apply ka naman as an events coordinator, mga nagko-coordinate ng mga kasal, mga debut, mga baptismal, yung mga ganon. For example lang, at nilagay mo doon na nakapagtapos ka ng Events Management NC2 sa TESDA. O di, ibig sabihin, yung skill mo na yon, yung napag-aralan mo na yun, makakatulong talaga dun sa ina-applyan mo. Okay? At kumbaga, ang impression ng employer, mapakikinabangan ko tong taong to. So the resume is usually accompanied by the submission of a cover letter which states your intent for applying to the job. Later on, we'll discuss how to create a cover letter, maybe next week. Okay. So the cover letter builds upon the skills and experience you have touched upon in your resume, explaining how they're going to help you excel at the job you're applying for. Kasi ang dating, ang resume ay parang bullet form lang. Pero ang resume ang cover letter, kumbaga in a sentence form siya. Nagpapaliwanag ka doon. Okay? Sino to? Parungaw pa, mute nga. Okay, parts of a resume. So typically, a resume will include the following parts. First is header. So include your name. Sinabing header, of course, nasa taas, nasa head. Okay? Ano ang dapat nandun? Your full name, full address, phone number na gumagana, ha? And email. So generally, employers will contact you via phone or email. So for this reason, it is no longer necessary to provide 2 addresses if you are relocating in the near future. Minsan kasi merong permanent address tsaka city address na hinahanap sa mga applications. Permanent address, ito yung, ayun nga, permanent. Kung saan talaga yung bahay ninyo. Yung city address, kumbaga kung kadalasan na, yung kung saan ka lang nangungupahan para maging mas malapit sa trabaho. Okay, but in this case, no need to include the 2 addresses because your employers will most likely contact you via phone or email. Minsan nga, may mga job postings sa sa Facebook. Yeah. Then, ang paraan ng pag-message is through Messenger. Okay, so yun yung header. Next is the professional objective, although this is optional. This is a phrase or sentence that highlights your intentions and accomplishments. Be specific enough to give an element of career direction to your resume. Tailor this to each organization and position. Ayaw mo, Dave.
Ay, pinipindot po kasi ng pamangking ko, ma'am, yung ano. Ay! Napindot po pala, ma'am. Sorry po.
Hi! Sali ka, tatrabaho ka na rin. Ayun. Saan ako? Be specific enough to give an element of career direction to your resume. Tailor this to each organization and position. Ibig sabihin, yung objective na ilalagay mo ay babaguhin mo sa kada employer or kada company na a-applyan mo. Nag-apply ka sa isang school. For example, nag-apply ka sa exact. Gusto mo maging instructor, for example. Iba yung objective doon sa kung mag-a-apply ka sa ibang trabaho. Kunyari, mag-a-apply ka ng internal security sa Pure Gold, for example. Magkaiba yung objective mo doon at magkaiba yung objective mo dito. Kasi magkaibang trabaho yan eh. Yung isa is into security services, then the other one is sa academe. Okay? State clearly whether you are looking for an internship, part-time, or full-time job. If you are designing the resume for a job fair, convey broad interests. Kasi sa job fair, talagang iba-iba ang mga employers or companies na nandoon. So, kumbaga dahil sa wide variety, hindi mo naman pwedeng gawan isa-isa pa ng resume. So, general ang ilalagay mo, ang statement mo. Okay? Highlight your key qualifications instead of personal preferences, such as advancement opportunities. And note, an alternative is to exclude a career objective from your resume and relay the information in the cover letter. Ako, hindi ako naglalagay ng ganyan, objective. Yung professional objective. Kasi nga, kadalasan may cover letter naman, andoon na lahat. Yung speech ko, nandun na. Yung pangungumbinsi ko, andun na siya. Tsaka dun sa resume, yung mga bullet points na nga lang kung ano yung kailangan nung company or nung employer, magiging employer ko. If in case, i-hire ako. Okay? Next is qualification summary. So in lieu of an objective, you may use a qualification summary to highlight your most noteworthy attributes. This typically includes your years of experience, technology proficiency, languages, and highest achievements. This may also contain a keyword section. So your resume should then support these attributes by providing evidence throughout the remaining document. For example, sinabi mo may skills ka in marketing, for example. So, kailangan maipakita mo doon sa resume na may experience ka in marketing or graduate ka ng marketing. Okay? Kailangan, syempre, patunayan mo na talagang taglay mo yung skills na yun. O may skills ka in security services kasi nagtapos ka pala sa TESDA. Yun. Kailangan maipakita mo yun doon sa resume mo. Next is education. So list the highest level of education first. Include the name of the college, degree, major, minor, and month and year of your anticipated graduation. Okay, kung kayo, lalagay nyo doon, Bachelor of Science in Criminology. Kasi yun yung highest nyo. Sabihin natin, graduate na kayo, Kung gagraduate, sabihin natin, kunwari lang gumraduate kayo. Ang ilalagay nyo sa pinakauna sa part ng education is your bachelor's degree. Okay? Then, ilalagay nyo doon yung kung kailan kayo nag-graduate. So, dates of attendance or high school information is not needed. Ito madalas kong nakikita sa iba. Pati yung school kung saan sila nag-graduate nung elementary sila, sinasama nila. Hindi na kailangan yun. Walang pakialam yung employer mo doon, ha? Nakikita ako ganun nag-graduate siya ng sa ganitong national high school, sa ganitong elementary school. That's not needed anymore. Unless that is your highest educational attainment. For example, high school graduate ka, talaga ilalagay mo yung high school, yung school mo nung high school. Pero yung school mo nung elementary, wag na. Okay? So if you were able to take up, kunyari nag-shift ka, katulad ko, I'm a political science student before. 4 na sem akong pol-sci. Then, tsaka lang ako nag-shift to criminology. Pag sa resume ko, hindi ko na nilalagay na nag-aral ako ng pol-sci for a year and a half. Kasi it's not, unless ang ina-applyan ko ay related sa sabihin natin sa politics, sa government. Kasi makikita nila, ay may konting background sa pol-sci, pwede to. Ganon. Depende yan, ha? So, include your GPA if it is above a 3.0, as well as any other academic honors. Madami daw po di makapasok. Kasi late na sila. Glenn Galang lang naman. Yan. So, ilalagay mo lahat ng mga academic honors, relevant coursework, study abroad participation, or major research projects. Kumbaga, yung mga factors kung bakit nagsa-stand out ka among others. For example, naging cum laude ka. So, ilagay mo yun na cum laude ka doon sa BS Criminology. At nagkaroon ng research na ikaw ang nanguna kahit na estudyante ka pa lang. Ilagay mo yun. Pwede yun. O kaya naging student exchange ka to Korea, South Korea, for example. Nag-aral ka doon ng isang buwan na, sa Criminal Justice Academy ng Korea. For example, may ganon. Okay, sama mo yun. Okay. Experience. This category typically reflects your contact with specific employers, and it should include co-ops, internships, part-time jobs, volunteer work, summer jobs, special projects, or military experience under this category. Usually, kung ikaw ay nasa active reserve sa military, you can also include that. Summer jobs, mga volunteer work ako sa iglesia. May tinatawag kaming summer pre-kindergarten program. Usually, nagtuturo ako doon, SPKP. It's considered a volunteer work. You can include that. It's volunteer work talaga. Kasi it's under a higher educational institution na recognized naman ng DepEd. Kaya okay, isama yung mga volunteer work ko. Kaya sabihin natin merong dog pound malapit sa inyo na nagliligtas ng mga aspins. Yan. Nagvo-volunteer ka doon. Pwede yun. Okay? So you do not need to include all of your previous jobs, only those that relate to the position you are seeking. Katulad yan ang nasabi ko kanina. Kung related yung mga volunteer jobs na yon, doon sa ina-applyan mo, isama mo siya. Pero kung hindi, huwag mo nang isasama. As you progress in your studies, avoid including outdated high school achievements. Kunyari, nag-third place ka sa essay writing contest nung first year high school ka. Huwag mo nang isasama yon. O kaya, lumaban ka ng Mr. and Miss Sports Fest. Huwag mo nang isasama yon. Kung nanalo ka man, nag-best in costume ka, nag-best in sportswear ka. Walang pakialam yung employer mo doon. Okay? It's not needed. List position titles first, followed by the names of organizations, locations, dates, and duties. Each descriptive phrase begins with a strong action verb. Use present tense for current positions and past tense for previous jobs. And then, references. So generally, references are not listed on a resume and only provided if requested by an employer. To share your references, list in alphabetical order the names, titles, addresses, telephone numbers, and email addresses of at least 3 people on a separate page. So include your contact information in a format consistent with your resume in the event that your resume and reference list are separated. Sino itong mga nasa references? People who have known you for at least a year and within a context similar to the position you are seeking will provide the strongest endorsements. For example, faculty, kami. Faculty are often your best source of references since they have assessed the knowledge, skills, and abilities that employers are often seeking. Kung mag-a-apply kayo, maganda na ilagay nyo kami. Mga naging instructor ninyo. Bakit daw? Kasi nga, kaming mga naging instructor ninyo have assessed your knowledge. Kumbaga, kilala namin kayo in terms of knowledge, skills, and abilities. Maybe not personally. Hindi talaga lahat, di ba? Pero alam namin yung kakayahan ninyo sa pagtatrabaho. Alam namin kung masipag kayo kasi 'di ba? Attendance pa lang. Alam namin kung masigasig kayo. Sabihin natin, I have one student. Ewan ko, nakwento ko na sa inyo. Pero malayong-malayo siya doon sa school namin noon. Nilalakad niya lang. Wala siyang reklamo. Kahit na ang klase niya panggabi. Kasi ano talaga sila eh. Hindi talaga sila, hirap talaga sila. So, wala siyang pamasahe. Lalakad lang siya. So, kumbaga yun, pag nilagay kami na sa references niya sa kanyang resume at tinawagan kami ng employer niya, masasabi ko na, tong batang to, masigasig po ito kasi ganito siya eh. Kahit na hirap siya sa pag-aaral, naglalakad lang siya. Tinatsaga niya yon at never siyang umabsent. Di ba? Masasabi namin kasi nga kilala namin kayo sa mga ganong bagay. Okay? So, whomever you select, remember to ask these individuals for permission before listing them as a reference. Tanungin nyo muna sila. Ma'am, sir, pwede ba namin kayo ilagay sa aming reference? Kasi mag-a-apply po kami sa ganito. Yun. Then provide them a copy of your resume and the job description to enhance their ability to speak to your qualifications. Para pag kami tinanong, syempre, di ba, paano kung mag-a-apply kayo sa trabaho, tapos siguro 3 years na tayong di nagkikita. Baka madami ka nang na-acquire na skills. Natuto ka nang magmaneho, may mga na-enroll ka na sa TESDA na hindi na namin alam. So, kumbaga doon, ma-update kami kapag binigyan nyo rin ng kopya yung nasa reference list nyo. Para pag tinawagan, mababasa namin, ay opo, ito po ay nagtapos ng ganito. Okay? And always thank your references once you accept an offer. They like to celebrate your achievements. So other possible headings that consider include the following. International experience, yun na nga, baka naging exchange student ka. Professional affiliations and memberships. Kapag kayo ay registered criminologist na, you are required to be a member of PCAP, Professional Criminologist Association of the Philippines. Then, publications and presentations. Baka may mga na-publish kang research. Baka nakapag-present ka ng research. Isama mo yun. Languages. What languages do you speak? Again, depende kung ano ang ina-applyan mong trabaho. Kung ang ina-applyan mong trabaho ay translator, of course, isama mo yan. Sabi mo, nagsasalita ka ng English, Tagalog, Kapampangan, Becky, yan, sama mo lahat. Community service, technology skills, marunong ka sa MS Word, PowerPoint, Excel, yan. Honors and awards, leadership activities, and collegiate involvement, yung mga organization na kasama ka or naging member ka when you were still in college. Again, if it is only related to the position you are applying for. An example. Ayan. Ito, sample natin. Si Elizabeth Smith. Ito siya. SEO and marketing professional. Tignan muna natin. Kabuuhan, ito na yun. 1 page lang siya. Yun nga yung sabi, di ba? Very short lang. Andyan na lahat. Pagkasyahin nyo dyan. Ito yung header niya. Ito nyo ba? Ito. Ano yung sabi na dapat nandun? Yung pangalan, full name, and then your contact information. Okay? Then, yung work experience. Ano yung naging trabaho niya doon? Search Engine Marketing Specialist. Saan siya nagtrabaho? Ito yung kumpanya, Hub Digital Agency. Kailan? Ito yung panahon na employed siya doon. Then, ano yung ginagawa niya doon? Or ano yung achievements niya doon? Ito siya. Then, ito pa, yung isa niyang trabaho, marketing intern siya sa ABC Agency. Ito yung naging achievements niya doon. Then, skills. Ito. Certificates, kung meron man. Kunyari, kayo, registered criminologist, certified security professional, certified security trainer, Ano to? Explosive Ordnance Reconnaissance Agent. Yung mga yon, ilalagay mo dyan. Okay? Languages you speak, if it is related. Okay? Interests. Ano ba yung mga bagay kung saan ka pinaka-interested about. Then, your education. O ito, magna cum laude siya. So, ayan. Ang natapos niya, MSc in Business Analytics. Lahat ay related sa pagiging SEO and marketing professional. Kung kayo yan, of course, siyempre lalagay nyo BS Criminology. Okay? Question sa resume. Wally? Okay. Next is curriculum vitae. Ano natin to?